Hi everyone, hope you are doing great today. Peter Lisiaga with Donato Karate Center in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And hey, if you want to find out what's going on at Donato Karate Center, message me. We got a lot of exciting things going on there. But so anyway, I wanted to share just this idea of what a parent can do when life gets really, really crazy. And I was on a phone call very quickly. I was on a phone call yesterday with a parent, and their day just was one of those days. You guys know what I'm talking about. They called me up, and they were going to come to bring the child to karate, but something came up, and the day just unfolded where it was just one thing after another. You know that saying that says when it rains, it pours. And life, it gets like that. I know exactly what that's like. We all do. No one is immune to those kinds of days. So it gets really, really crazy. And so anyway, the parent called me up, and we had several phone calls in the course of the day, and I found myself helping them to prioritize what needs to get done and then execute with respect to what was prioritized. So what I wanted to do is share and consider some things that you can do when life gets really, really crazy. And one of the books that I've read is right on top of my list of books here. I'm reviewing it again for like the fifth time. One of the chapters talks about, prioritizing and executing when you are in the heat of a battle. And so I'm not going to talk about the book itself. Look it up. It's worth the reading. Again, I've read it like four times. I'm going through it a fifth time. It's called Extreme Ownership. So check that out. So anyway, it's critical. It's so critical, so important for parents to really clearly and decisively prioritize and execute when they are faced with the chaos, the curveballs, the hurdles, the obstacles that life can throw you, where it gets really difficult to think in those situations. There's stress there. There's possibly a high stake situation, which it was this for that family yesterday. It was highly stressful, and I totally agree with them. It was a stressful situation. There were high stakes involved, and so really looking for, okay, what do I do in this craziness? How do I think? So you want to really stop and do these couple of things that I wrote down for you to effectively prioritize what needs to get done and then execute an action plan to move to the next step, to get through your day, get through the challenge. So the first thing is to determine what really is the issue that's the highest priority. And one way to do this is really to ask yourself, if one problem isn't addressed first, if one issue is not addressed first, okay, what is the consequence of it? And do the consequences make the other issues irrelevant? Like, for example, I'm on my way to take my child to karate, and my car breaks down, and we realized that we forgot the karate uniform for my child. And so what's the priority? Well, nothing happens until I address the issue with my transportation, right? So that's the number one priority. So fix that and then go to the next priority. It might be go right away to the karate school and go without the uniform because I don't have time to go back home and get the uniform. You know what I'm talking about. So really determine what the number one priority is, the highest priority, and then address that. And then create a plan of action and execute that plan to resolve that first issue. Okay, that's the first step. Determine which issue is the highest priority. Second one is explain the number one priority to the family, like to your child in the car. This is the number one priority because we know our kids. Your child might get very hyper because I forgot my uniform. I don't have my uniform. I can't go to karate. And you have to explain to them that, look, the number one priority right now, we have to make sure we fix this car, get our transportation, and then we'll take care of it. So don't worry about it. You calm everyone down, and everyone gets focused on that first priority, which is the next step, right? Figure out what the solution is, and solve that problem, the first priority. That's the third step. And allow everyone in the family, in the car, to come up with solutions very quickly. Hey, look, the car's broken down. Do we call AAA? Do we call, grandmom? Do we call dad? What do we do? Or can we fix it ourselves? What's the solution here? And so everyone troubleshoots really quickly, and then parent, you're the leader, you make the decision on what the solution will be. And then the next step would be you lead your family in the execution of that solution. You lead, no excuses, 100% responsible, extreme ownership. Parent, you lead the way, you move forward, executing on that high priority solution. And you just ensure everyone that we're focusing on this, let's get this done. And you move forward in resolving that first top priority solution. And then the next step is once that top priority solution is addressed, then you just determine that once it's done, once it's fixed, once you resolved it, then you determine what the next priority is. Hey, look, we have enough time to go back home to get the uniform. Let's go. Or, you know what? We don't have time to go get the uniform. Don't worry about it. We'll go to the karate school. I'll explain everything to your master teacher. They will understand. Not a problem. You'll be okay. Number one thing is for you to have fun and get your karate in. And so you then decide what the next priority is, and then you just proceed. You resolve that. And then if something comes up, if a priority changes unexpectedly, just be ready to alert everyone. Hey, look, something else. Hey, we got a flat. We just fixed this other issue. Now we got a flat. Or this happens, that happens. Or we're stuck in traffic now and we're stuck behind a school bus. You resolve that and let everyone know, hey, this is the situation. Stay cool, stay calm, and keep everyone calm. You're the leader. And then keep in mind, the last thing is that when you are executing a priority, a task, a high priority task in that moment, first of all, stay calm and stay focused, but have flexibility in your focus, because if you're so focused on one thing and something else happens, you have to mitigate all that. So you have to have what we call flexibility in your rigidity. In other words, be laser beam focused, but be flexible and be willing to make adjustments along the way, because problems do arise, especially when it's raining. And when they say when it rains it pours, you have to be able to be flexible with your priorities and execution of those priorities. Anyway, I thought I'd share that with you, and this is all based on the conversation I had with that one parent yesterday, and we had probably about 7 or 8 phone calls in the course of the day with that parent and I really working together to mitigate all the issues that were going on in the day. And I was honored that parent contacted me, and it was a good testament to the work that we're doing in the community and the work that our instructors are doing, because they were very concerned that Master McGill, which was their instructor, was going to be upset with them. So I had to assure them that Master McGill would totally 100% understand. And so we were able to really help mitigate and create some priority action steps that they got through their day. And at the end of the day, it all worked out. We know it does, doesn't it? So I thought I'd share that with you today. Hey, if you are a student at DKC, let me know if you're training today, and make that your plan of action. Let me know what your intention is to train today. If you're not a student, I'd love to have you as a student. So contact me. You can message me or comment right below, or just go to our website, donatokarate.com. Other than that, guys, you have a great day. And remember, when life gets crazy, prioritize and execute, and stay calm, be cool. Life is good. All right, guys, have a great day. Take care.